I'd like to call the Gurnee Village Board regular meeting of November 6th, 2017 to order. Roll call, please, Andy.
Balmas.
Present.
Hood.
Here.
Thorstenson.
Here.
Jacobs.
Here.
Ross.
Here.
Garner.
Here.
6 present.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, and tonight we're joined and being represented by Joe Mangus. Brian's unable to make it, so thank you, Joe, for being here to keep us honest.
Yeah, thank you.
First up is public comment. If you'd like to address the board on something that's not on the agenda, you can come to the microphone and state your name for the record.
My name is Bonnie Emlin. I've been a resident for 45 years in the 300 block of Magnolia Avenue. And my comment is about the trick-or-treat. This is to Mayor Kavorik, Jean Balmas, Greg Garner, Thomas Hood, excuse me one second. Michael Jacobs, Cheryl Ross, and Karen Thorstenson. I would like to comment on the fact that you changed trick-or-treat from Sunday to Saturday this year. I spoke to Mayor Kavarik on Friday, October 27th, and she suggested I write the board members to let you know how unhappy I am that you changed our trick-or-treat to Saturday this year, 2017. It wasn't the fact that you changed it to Saturday, but the fact that you changed it knowing that we were the only community trick-or-treating on that day. I conveyed to the mayor of my concerns regarding a lot of non-resident people coming into our area. We live on the east side of Gurnee, east of 41. We border Waukegan and Park City, not to say that North Chicago and Zion is just a hop, skip, and jump away. I'm thinking that there isn't one of you living east of Highway 41. We were getting carloads of people in our subdivision on Saturday, just as I thought that's what would happen. The people in our neighborhood walk their kids around. They don't drive their vehicle. The people in our neighborhood, I was talking to a neighbor when a big group came to his yard. They looked 20 plus years old. They were very intimidating and didn't even say thank you when he gave them their candy. We have a neighbor on Pine Grove that decorated their yard, assuming trick-or-treat was going to be on Sunday, like it has been in previous years. They had a Las Vegas trip planned and would return on Saturday night in time for trick-or-treat on Sunday afternoon. When they found out that trick-or-treat had been changed to Saturday instead of Sunday, they had to take down all of their decorations because they weren't going to be home on Saturday afternoon. I don't know everyone in our neighborhood, but I do know the big people 20 plus years old trick-or-treating in our neighborhood were not from our neighborhood. I find this appalling. You were not contacted that changing trick-or-treat from Sunday to Saturday was going to happen. When a community borders another town, they, in this case Gurnee, should not be allowed to change things without contacting the residents that are bordering towns that are not trick-or-treating on the same day. We should have some say about this. This is having no respect for the people living east of 41. We pay taxes too. The many excuses Mayor Kavarik was giving me why the day was changed were absolutely ridiculous. They made as much sense to me as the fact that you, the board members, voted to change it. She said that everyone on the board voted to change the day except for Jean Balmas. Your yes vote on this ridiculous decision may have given my husband and I a no vote for you when election comes around. The neighbors that I spoke to since learning of this stupid decision have also been appalled. We are getting the message to as many neighbors as possible that the board members, Greg Garner, Thomas Hood, Michael Jacobs, Cheryl Ross, and Karen Thorstenson, are the ones to thank for this ridiculous decision. They didn't have to put up with all the non-neighbors trick-or-treating in our area on Saturday. Shame on you all that were involved in this ridiculous decision. You certainly weren't thinking about the residents living east of 41, bordering Waukegan, Park City, and a hop, skip, and a jump away from North Chicago and Zion. We moved into Gurnee in 1972. This was the first year we did not participate in trick-or-treat. I was very sad about this. I enjoyed seeing the kids every year in their costumes. It didn't matter to us if they were young or old. We always gave candy to everyone. We didn't just give them 1 or 2 pieces of candy. We made up bags of candy to hand out. We really enjoyed trick-or-treat. You took that away from us this year. I've included a picture of some of the candy we purchased for this year for trick-or-treat to make up our bags of candy. Of course, we couldn't use it. How sad that you had little regard for the residents living east of 41. Please do not make the same mistake next year. A small group of people should not be allowed to change everything for the rest of us for their convenience. Kids don't care when they trick-or-treat. They go on the day that the adults tell them. To say the kids wanted to go on Saturday instead of Sunday is absurd. Thank you for listening. Please do not single out our community next year. Let us trick-or-treat on the same day that the other communities are trick-or-treating. Thank you for listening. And I do have a copy that I would like to give out to the mayor and the board members for.
Okay.
Can I come forward?
Yeah, and I'll pass it out.
Thank you for listening. It was a very disappointing.
Listen, and we have lots of people that have the exact opposite opinion as you, so it will be up to the board again what we do for next year. Ma'am, I live on the west side, and not a single person at my door lived in the village. They did attend the schools. Yeah.
We had carloads of people.
Yes, I know. And that's no different than Sunday. But we're going to compile for the board. We have a number of people that feel it was better, and we have some people like you that would prefer it on Sunday. So we'll compile the information. And, well, that's not going to happen. I already told you that that's not going to happen. But we'll discuss it at a future date and vote on it.
I appreciate everybody
Okay.
listening. Thank you.
All right. Any other comments? All right, then we are going to move on to approval of the consent agenda as presented. Do I have a motion to approve? Motion by Trustee Jacobs, second by Trustee Garner. Roll call, please, Andy.
Balmas.
Aye.
Hood.
Yes.
Thorstensen.
Yes.
Jacobs.
Aye.
Ross.
Aye.
Garner.
Aye.
6 aye.
Motion carries. Patrick, please read the consent agenda into the record.
Approval, item number 1, approval of the minutes from the October 23rd, 2017 Village Board meeting. Item number 2, approval of bid award for fuel purchase to the low bidder, Gas Depot, at a supplier discount price of minus 0.0284 cents per gallon for unleaded gasoline and a supplier markup price of 0.0130 cents per gallon for biodiesel fuel. Item number 3, approval of payroll for period ending October 27, 2017 in the amount of $959,875.20. Item number 4, approval of bills for period ending November 6, 2017 in the amount of $686,663.83.
Thank you, Patrick. Do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda as read into the record?
Second.
You're just not fast enough, Cheryl. Motion by Trustee Garner, second by Trustee Thorstensen. Roll call, please, Andy.
Balmas.
Aye.
Hood.
Yes.
Thorstensen.
Yes.
Jacobs.
Aye.
Ross.
Aye.
Garner.
Yes.
6
All
aye.
right, motion carries. We'll move on to petitions and communications. The first one is approval of a proclamation designating November as National American Indian Alaska Native Heritage Month in the Village of Gurnee. During National American Indian and Alaska Native Heritage Month, we honor the accomplishments and cultures of these people, of these groups, and recognize their contributions to our village, state, and country. The first American Indian Day was celebrated in May 1916 in New York, and in 1990, President Bush signed a joint congressional resolution designating November as National American Indian Heritage Month. And in 2005, the National Museum of the American Indian opened in Washington, D.C. to educate the public and illustrate the important role of Native people. And the Village of Gurnee joins other communities across our nation in celebrating and recognizing the many contributions and legacies that are attributed to these Americans. Now, therefore, I, Christina Kovarik, Mayor of Gurnee, do hereby proclaim and call upon the citizens of the Village of Gurnee, Illinois, to join in observing this month of November 2017 as American Indian and Alaska Native Heritage Month. Do I have a motion to approve?
Second.
Motion by Trustee Balmas, second by Trustee Garner. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right. I'm going to let our next proclamation be introduced by our wonderful students from Warren Township High School and that are here, and they participate in FBLA. So do you have a spokesperson, or you all want to come up to the microphone and just give the board just a brief overview, and then I'll read the proclamation into the record?
Hi, my name is Matthew Wolowski, and I'm a subcommittee lead on the American Enterprise Committee for Warren FBLA. FBLA PBL's mission is to bring business and education together in a positive working relationship through innovative leadership and career development programs. The American Enterprise Committee works to inform members of our community regarding the value of American enterprise. We will also be surveying students at both Warren campuses regarding their favorite local businesses and be awarding the local businesses with the greatest popular vote.
Hi, my name is Richard Steinkar. I'm the subcommittee lead of the American Enterprise Project that works with the CEC, which is the Council for Exceptional Children. It's a social club for students with and without disabilities, and my goal is to teach them more about how the American Enterprise system affects the world around us. Along with that, I'm going to be working with a special education classroom and helping them with their dog biscuit business, and while doing that, I'll be teaching them about the American Enterprise system. Thank you for proclaiming that day as American Enterprise Day.
Wow, impressive. All right, so the proclamation. The village would like to acknowledge the Warren Township High School Future Business Leaders of America Phi Beta Lambda chapter for its celebration of American enterprise. And the American enterprise system allows us to buy, sell, and exchange goods and services in an open market with few restrictions, and the members of Warren Township High School's FBLA PBL have learned to cherish that freedom. And FBLA PBL's mission is to bring business and education together in a positive working relationship through innovative leadership and career development programs. And FBLA PBL is on the leading edge of career and technical education and promotes business ethics as part of the education it provides students. And local chapters of FBLA PBL annually observe November 15th as American Enterprise Day and promote education about and appreciation of the American enterprise system in their communities. And the Warren Township High School FBLA PBL chapter celebrates by distributing certificates to local businesses to thank them for their participation in the American enterprise system. Now, therefore, I, Christina Kovarik, Mayor of the Village of Gurnee, do hereby proclaim November 15th as American Enterprise Day in the Village of Gurnee. Do I have a motion to approve?
moved.
Motion by
Second.
Trustee Ross, second by Trustee Thorntonson. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right. If you guys like, I have a signed copy that you could take with you tonight if you want. Yes, one of you need to. Just got his Eagle Scout on.
That's nice.
There you go. Great to see you again. Whitfit just earned his Eagle Scout on Saturday, and I was honored to be at his ceremony. So I was like, gosh, is this deja vu seeing you again? All right. So we will celebrate American Enterprise Day. The last thing we have under petitions and communication is a reminder that the Village of Gurnee Chamber of Commerce Mayor's Business Luncheon is this Wednesday, November 8th, 11:30 a.m. at the Holiday Inn Gurnee Convention Center. Is he going to say anything?
Nope.
Okay, so hopefully you all can attend, are registered already, and I saw the slides and they look amazing. We have a lot to talk about, so it'll be a very good meeting for our business community. We'll move on to reports.
Just
Oh,
a quick question.
Trustee Ballmer.
I believe the Legion is having a veterans ceremony on Saturday. Does anybody know what time or anything? 11?
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, just for the record, in case we didn't get it, Veterans Day ceremony at the Legion, 11 o'clock on the 11th. That's this Saturday. Any other
No.
outstanding? No old business?
No old business.
All right, then we'll move on to new business. First item is approval of ordinance 2017-49,
49.
granting a zoning map amendment pursuant to the Gurnee zoning ordinance for 4015 Grove Avenue.
Sure. So I had Jack pull this up here on the overhead projector so you can see where the property is located at there, 4015 Grove. This was before the Planning and Zoning Board for a public hearing on October 18th to consider a request from Abbott Land and Investment Corporation to rezone this property from I-2 PUD to C2 PUD. They're looking to establish a daycare center here, which is not allowed in the I-2 zoning district. Hence the reason for the request to rezone to the C2 PUD. You can see where it lies there. You have C2 PUD to the west. To the south there, you have some residential. So you have businesses like McDonald's, Associated Bank, some apartments to the south that surround this property. The Planning and Zoning Board took a look at their rationale for it. It was included in your packet here. Just a couple of the justifications they listed. Been vacant for a number of years, adjacent to Associated Bank, McDonald's. The rezoning would be an extension of the C2 zoning district, which is immediately next to this property. Property values would not be diminished. They'd be increased with the addition of the building on the property. It's been vacant for a number of years. Will provide, it will be a productive piece of property within the village to meet some daycare needs. So those are a few that were provided by the petitioner. I did receive a unanimous favorable recommendation from the Planning and Zoning Board on the request to rezone. So now it is before you for your consideration.
Questions from trustees?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All right, motion by trustee Balmas, second by trustee Jacobs. Roll call, please.
Balmas.
Aye.
Hood.
Yes.
Thorstensen.
Yes.
Jacobs.
Aye.
Ross.
Aye.
Garner.
Aye.
6-0.
All right, good luck. Well, it's just zoning, so. All right, item number 2, approval of ordinance 2017-50, authorizing execution of a professional services agreement with Clark Dietz for engineering services for the 2018 Hunt Club Road water main replacement project.
Sure. So you had a memo from our village engineer, Scott Dubicki, on this. Got a section of water main on Hunt Club between Gages and Washington that's in pretty bad shape. We had some issues with it earlier this year that resulted in over 600 feet of pipe having to be replaced and residents without water over a weekend period. So it wasn't a good situation. So Scott's plugging this in for the capital program next year, but there's engineering and planning that needs to be conducted before we get to the actual water main replacement. So he is recommending that we partner with Clark Dietz again. Back in 2016, the engineering division requested statements of qualifications from firms that are able to do this work. Clark Dietz was one of those that submitted. They were ultimately chosen, and we partnered with them on some other projects. The staff was impressed by them, so they reached back out to them for this project. After meeting with Scott and his staff, they came to a not-to-exceed value of $60,000. So that was what was placed in this contract. So staff is looking for approval to move forward once again with Clark Dietz for this planning and engineering related to this water main replacement next year.
Questions from the trustees?
Make a motion to approve.
Second. I
Motion
defer to
by-
Karen.
Motion by trustee Balmas, second by trustee Thorstensen. Roll call, please.
Balmas.
Aye.
Hood.
Yes.
Thorstensen.
Yes.
Jacobs.
Aye.
Ross.
Aye.
Garner.
Aye.
6-0.
All right, motion carries. All right, item number 3, Approval of renewals related to the village's self-insured medical plan. We're considering the health insurance plan's stop-loss coverage, a period of 12 months with Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois at an estimated cost of $384,545. And then the second part of it is administrative services only contract for a period of 12 months with Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois at a rate of $73.46 per employee per month, and adjusted for anticipated annualized prescription rebates of $50,455.68.
Yeah,
So-
this is the annual meeting that I just kick it right to Christine. So Christine's going to go over our health, our vision, and our dental that she's been working on in conjunction with our broker, Peter Wright. So, Christine, it's all you.
All right, thank you. So yet again, we're at a point for our annual renewals. Just a refresher, we are self-insured, so we pay our claims and fund our claims. We do purchase stop-loss insurance, which is one of the contracts up for renewal, to help reimburse us for any expenses that go over $80,000. So we do have that, so that is one of the costs. Through all the fees and the costs, it's, it kind of bundles into our entire insurance program. So, as you've seen before, stop loss helps prevent us or reimburse us for the large claims. We do have a couple of large claims that we anticipate that will exceed the $80,000 cap. So we do expect to get some reimbursements this year once again. We're coming off of a slightly better year than we had last year. We took a little bit of a higher rate increase last year, or recommended a higher rate adjustment. This year we are recommending a 2%. I believe that will cover our claims expenditures as well as the anticipated costs under the plan. Employees do cost share in that 2% adjustment, so there is the employee rates will also be adjusted. A couple of the other things that are included are our pharmacy services. So we do stay with the Blue Cross Blue Shield plan for that, Prime Therapeutics. Through that, we do get rebates, and that helps offset some of the administrative fees that are also part of our insurance, which covers claims administration, network access for both the employees going through the doctors, plus other costs that do come into play when you're administering a health plan. One of the other things is the MD Live contract. We've had that for a couple of years now. I do feel that it is starting to make some inroads into our claims, and it is working, to provide employees and their dependents another access to health care that is more cost efficient and hopefully more time efficient for those that utilize it. So I am recommending that stay part of our health insurance process that we have. It would be, in order to do some cost savings and administrative time savings, it would be rolled in under Blue Cross Blue Shield. Right now it's a direct contract with MD Live. Blue Cross can offer that product through their omnibus platform of other services that they offer. That is my recommendation. It does, again, give us a little bit of a cost savings, as well as ensure administratively that the claims can be processed seamlessly and eligibility can be kept up to date with limited involvement on my part. So as I mentioned, the overall claims, one of the things that as we looked at the health plan with our broker, focusing in on the vision benefit, and that's one of the next items on the agenda, is right now it's integrated as part of our health plan itself. It's not a freestanding benefit. I feel that it's very underutilized, very misunderstood, and probably more complicated than it should be for a vision plan. So my recommendation is to establish a standalone plan. So that cost is about $30,000 a year built into our medical plan. That'll just shift off, and that's actually, I have some new pricing on the vision service plan that is going to be before you tonight. So it's actually going to be a little bit of a savings, but so that roughly $30,000 would be shifted to cover the premium of the standalone plan. So it's kind of a net 0-0. But that's one of the bigger changes under the health insurance for next year. But again, staying with Blue Cross Blue Shield, staying with the traditional full PPO network of doctors, no changes that way. One slight plan design change, which is a $100 ER visit copay. Again, it doesn't save us a lot, but hopefully it starts changing some of the behaviors so we can, and over the years, get some better cost savings from claims. So that's kind of the whole health insurance in a nutshell. Any questions?
I can vouch for VSP. We've had them for a really long time, and they're very, very good on eyeglasses and what they pay for and some of that. They're very good.
Yeah. I think overall the employees will probably have a gain in the benefit level that they would be able to get through a VSP versus what we currently offer. So,
Other questions from the trustees? This is like one big black box that we're all so glad you understand well.
and then
With
our
that, I'll make a
consulting
motion to
contract is
approve.
not changing, so.
All right.
I'll
So
second.
I have a motion from trustee Balmas, a second from trustee Jacobs. This is just on item 3. Roll call, please. Andy?
Balmas.
Aye.
Hood.
Yes.
Thorstenson.
Yes.
Jacobs.
Aye.
Ross.
Aye.
Garner.
Aye.
6 aye.
All right, motion carries. And so then, as Christine discussed, approval of standalone vision insurance with vision service plan for a 24-month period beginning January 1st, 2018, at an estimated annual cost of $30,300.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Ross, second by trustee Garner.
If I could just, for the record, the estimated cost has gone down to about $28,550. So we had a rate adjustment because of some changes with the structure, so.
All right, the record corrected to $28,550. Trustee Ross amended her motion. Still a second by trustee Garner. Okay, you got all that, Andy? All right, roll call, please.
Balmas.
Aye.
Hood.
Yes.
Thorstenson.
Yes.
Jacobs.
Aye.
Ross.
Aye.
Garner.
Aye.
6 aye.
All right, and last but not, well, not last, but final HR item. Item number 5, approval of the group dental insurance renewal with Delta Dental, 0% rate adjustment for 12-month period beginning January 1st, 2018. Motion to approve?
So move.
Motion by
Second.
trustee Garner, second by trustee Jacobs. Roll call, please, Andy.
Balmas.
Aye.
Hood.
Yes.
Thorstenson.
Yes.
Jacobs.
Aye.
Ross.
Aye.
Garner.
Aye.
6 aye.
All right, motion carries. Good job, Christine.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's a lot to keep straight.
We should always was that straightforward, so thank you.
All right, and our final item is, oh my God, approval of the 2018 Village Board meeting schedule. And you'll notice we did not put Halloween on here, because we'll have a separate discussion on that at a later date. But this is just meetings. Pat, you want to add anything?
Yeah, you had a memo from Jack. There's a couple months where we diverged from the first, third, and fourth Mondays. So January, obviously, we moved to the second, fourth, and fifth because of New Year's Day. And then May, we do not have a committee of the whole. We usually don't schedule a committee of the whole in May. In September, because of Labor Day, the meetings are on the second and fourth Mondays. Then at October, we moved to the second and fourth Monday, so we didn't have back-to-back meetings, September 24th, and then right away January 1st. So, and then no committee of the whole in December. So it follows suit with what we've done in the past, but just wanted to call out those couple changes in the middle of the year due to holidays. So.
Anybody see anything that's going to cause a hiccup?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Balmas, second by trustee Garner. Do I need a roll call?
Yeah. Yes.
Roll call, please, Andy.
Balmas.
Aye.
Hood.
Yes.
Thorstenson.
Yes.
Jacobs.
Aye.
Ross.
Aye.
Garner.
Aye.
6 aye.
Motion carries. So that's all of our official business. I'll reopen the floor for public comment. If you'd like to address the board, you can come to the microphone and just state your name. Okay. So we have no public comments, so do I have a motion to
So
adjourn?
moved.
Motion by trustee Balmas, second by trustee Garner. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.